Oh hey, didn't see you there. I'm Nikolai Anelli and I have something very important to talk with you about. Illegal immigration. You see, there's a lot of political mud throwing and facts going around, but I'm here to give you the real facts, and nothing but the facts, so that you can make a strong conviction of your own. One thing that both political parties can agree on is that something must be done. Should we add more security to make it a zero tolerance policy, or make it more humane and allow everyone to enter our country?
One viewpoint, the Republican Party, claims that the United States has an obligation to care for the well-being of its own citizens before all others. It takes the firm stance that the U.S. should have a zero-tolerance approach to illegal immigration because it strains our economy and social welfare programs. The continued allowance of illegal immigration protracts the problem as it incentivizes more to come and leads to an increasingly insecure border. With the Biden administration's lack of law enforcement at the border, there have been record high numbers of illegal immigrants entering the United States. The U.S. Border Patrol reported roughly 200,000 encounters with migrants in July, and expulsion rates have gone from 83 to 47% since Biden took office.
Another factor that is seldom considered is the brain drain effect. This is the mass immigration of highly talented and educated individuals from developing countries. This is concerning because it not only prolongs the economic problems of these countries, but also prolongs the issue at our border. Finally, let's look at this logically. If we continue to allow people to enter illegally, then we set the precedent that we are a lawless country, and the numbers would only rise. How can we allow people to just walk into our country? There have been people on wait lists for years, attempting to gain admittance legally. It's total mockery. They haven't earned their citizenship. Now that you've had an introduction to one viewpoint, let's look at the opposition. The U.S. is a country founded on the principle of liberty and opportunity. Not only is it our duty to allow these people to come in, but also it's quite beneficial. It brings in beautiful diversity, and our economy is benefited as well, as it is a much needed addition to the workforce. Clearly, the positives outweigh the negatives. The U.S. has a very educated and aging population, so there's a high demand for labor.
Because of this, we don't have enough people willing to do these manual labor jobs, and yet our country desperately needs them. Immigrants make up only 10% of the population, but are 36% of construction, grounds cleaning, and maintenance workers. These illegal immigrants bring to the U.S. exactly what it needs.
All countries with strong economies follow this trend. As wealth increases, average age increases. So,
it's a much-needed addition.
As for the criminality issue, the crime rates for undocumented migrants are extremely low. When compared to natural-born citizens, roughly half as likely to commit homicide, felonious assault, and sexual assault.
As can be seen, there should be no reason to fear these people. The reason behind this is obvious. Immigrants come to the U.S. to avoid crime, not to engage in it, so there is no reason to prevent a problem that does not exist. Let's look at the data. Border Patrol encountered 6,259 criminal aliens at unlawful ports of entry in the first 11 months of 2018, which is only 1.7% of apprehensions of Border Patrol in that time period. In comparison to the hundreds of thousands of people crossing the border, this number is minuscule. Classifying law-abiding families alongside criminals in the same category is blatantly disrespectful. As the top global superpower with a large amount of leverage regarding international relations, we should aid these suffering people in any way possible. Latin America accounts for only 8% of the world's population, but has about 1/3 of its homicides. With the capabilities of the U.S., there should be no reason to allow such atrocities to continue for people who want an escape. There are multiple logical reasons to admit people, but most importantly is a moral obligation. Immigrants attempting to cross the southern border are fleeing governmental corruption, violence, and poverty. When we see numbers and statistics over and over, we often forget that these are representing humans. Each deportee is a real person. We are a country founded on immigrants fleeing oppression, a country founded on laws and morals.
Thank you for joining me, Nico Lionelli, on the special about illegal immigration. Hopefully now you can make your own strong conviction and save the future of our country.